It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Kendrick and Drake. If you haven't heard, Kendrick released Euphoria. We just played it. So we're asking what's your thoughts as far as this battle's going on. Do you have a winner so far? What's your thoughts on Kendrick's response? Let's start with you, Jess. What you think?
Like I said before, I love Kendrick's creativity in it. A lot of people didn't like the jazz beginning, like the poetic style. I loved it. I know everything means something. Everything is calculated. I do like push-ups. I did not like Tailor-Made, and I love Euphoria. So I just can't wait to see what happens next. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I thought Kendrick's response was dope. And I tell everybody who says I don't like it, I say listen to it again.
Yeah,
because there's so many things that you take out of it that you got to pull out of it. Because Kendrick, when he writes, he's not writing surface. He's writing because he wants you to think. He's going deep and he's trying to cut deep. And I think that's what he did. Push-ups, I think, is dope too. But I just think when Kendrick comes like that and he's rapping like that, you got to take that man serious. I always think about, and this is no disrespect, when I heard Nas and Jay-Z go back and forth, like, I think Jay-Z's second was more emotion. When he did the Woke Up This Morning, I thought that was more emotion. And I think Nas really penned Ether. And I think with this,
Man, Ether was so emotional. Are you crazy? Ether,
but he penned that.
Ether is full of so many fifth grade insults.
But still,
you gay, you suck D, you look like a rat. Like compare Ether to Takeover. Takeover was strategical. Takeover was surgical. Yeah. See, you did what most light skinned dudes move the goalpost and went to the record that was kind of whack, which was super ugly.
It was.
You know, so you went to that. But if you compare Takeover to Ether, Takeover is the better record.
Takeover came out first, and the Ether was a reply.
Even though Takeover had more cultural impact. But you know, I like the Kendrick record. I like a lot of the Kendrick record. I like the subject matter, even though the subject matter, you know, he already got from Pusha T. A lot of it he got from Ross. But I really just like the fact that Kendrick approached it as a healed, grown man, and he simply
how was he healed and grown?
Because he's simply telling Drake that Drake needed to grow up. He's saying Drake hasn't grown as an artist or a man. He says, "Yo, you make music to pacify people. I make music that electrifies people." You know, when he says to Drake, "I know they call you the boy, but where's the man? Because I ain't seen him yet." Like he's literally painting Drake as an artist with all style and no substance, and I like that. Even when he comes at Drake about, you know, not being a real father. I don't know if Drake is a real father or not, you know what I mean? But just the way he approached that, saying to Drake, you don't know nothing about telling your son to pray. You don't know nothing about giving your son tools.
But now you just said this man said a bunch of lies, and we don't know if this is true or not though either.
I don't know if it is or not, but he's saying that based off their personas. Kendrick has one persona, which is the conscious brother
who gives
you things.
We see Drake with his son.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening, but we see Drake with his son.
Personas. Kendrick has the persona of being conscious. Kendrick has the persona of being somebody that gives you music with substance. Drake is the party guy. Right. He's the guy that gives you the rap record. So he's playing off their personas. So he's saying, like, you don't know nothing about, you know, instilling morals and integrity and discipline in your kids, teaching your son to speak the truth. And the other part where he says, you know, I don't even really think you like women. That's not just him saying, I don't think he's saying, yo, Drake, like, you gay.
Yeah.
He's saying, like, you one of those guys, you like vagina, but you don't really like women.
Right.
There's a difference. There's guys that like vagina, but they don't really have the respect for women that they should. And, you know, people always say Drake is a misogynist and things of that nature.
Right.
I think Kendrick just approached it from a very grown perspective. Right. And I think that Drake is going to have to dig a little deeper in order to really, really get at Kendrick the next time.
If he needs to. Because there's a lot of people that feel like the complete opposite. There's a lot of people that don't want to dig deep and feel like Kendrick's diss.
It's too deep.
It's too deep.
Because they're not healed.
Correct.
Well, honestly, I was scared when it came out because I was like, oh my God, now I'm going to have to like really sit with an encyclopedia and all that. But he really, because I don't be understanding everything that Kendrick talks about all the time. But I was surprised. I understood a lot of it. You still got to listen to it over and over to catch things because he rap fast, he switch up flows, but I understood it and it wasn't too deep for me at all.
But I also feel like people just don't like Drake because of Drake being one of the top MCs, one of the top artists out there, and because he's light-skinned. A lot of people don't like it. Like when I heard Gilly say, light-skinned niggas up, or you know, this, that, and the other. I mean,
it ain't that he light-skinned, it's because he half white. It's a difference.
But he's still black. Even if he was light-skinned, it would be the same issue.
I'm not arguing that. I think that right there is one of those slippery slopes, right? When people say things like Drake shouldn't say the N-word. All right, if Drake shouldn't say the N-word, then neither should J. Cole. Neither should none of these Puerto Ricans. Right. You know, neither should none of the Mexicans in LA.
But on Drake because is who Drake is. A lot of people just don't like Drake.
It's just funny to say, but I've been saying Drake should just say nig. I think J. Cole should just say nig.
Shut up, man.
He should only be able to say half.
So what's the Latin people say?
Latin people shouldn't really say it at all. But that ain't my.
Or Mexican rap. What should they say?
They shouldn't say it at all. But that ain't my fight. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I care. I'm not one of those people that's on a high horse like, oh, you shouldn't say that.
But that's why Kendrick said, I don't like when you say it. Like but you know, it's just, it ain't even gotta be deep for me, but I don't like it. It's cringy.
And Kendrick said in the record, it ain't even that deep. It's just something that I don't personally like. And that's how I feel. It's not that deep to me. Another thing Kendrick says in the song that I like, he goes, you the only one that's out here wanting to be famous. Because Kendrick's like, I ain't with all of that lame. I ain't with all of that Hollywood industry, trying to be the most popping person. I like being on these remote islands. I like being with my family. I like making sure that my piece is my piece. Right. I respect
But that's cool. There's two different MCs, two different artists. One likes to be famous. One likes to just put out music and keep it moving. There's two different MCs.
He's also playing off Drake's, insecurities. Because if you are a narcissist, if you are a person that leads with ego, you don't like to be exposed. So for him to be poking at all of those different insecurities, questioning his blackness, questioning him as a father, telling him as a man he hasn't grown up, you running around with all these young boys like Lil Yachty them, that's where you get your inspiration from. You supposed to be the OG. You supposed to be better than that. As a man, those are the worst kind of conversations. Every man knows that if your mama or your daddy or your brother or sister, somebody questions you about not growing up, you're still running around here trying to be the young boy, dying your bed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
You wearing your hat backwards, still sagging your pants.
No,
you
no,
know?
not
your hat backwards. I wear my hat backwards.
I'm just saying.
It's because my bub is like stepping up a little bit.
You got your pants up? Your pants on your head? All right. All right, well, let's go to the phone lines.
It's V from Detroit.
What up, Doe? Talk to us.
Yeah, so you got to start off with the first beginning of it. He used Teddy Pendergrass.
Right.
My latest, my greatest inspiration. So he's telling y'all that he bored with rapping. His battle was inspire him. And then yesterday was National Honesty Day. So he's telling him on that day you got to look yourself in the mirror and see how honest you got to be with yourself with all these lies you telling.
Now, how you could beat that?
I ain't
How you gonna be there? He broke down on National Honesty Day, and Kendrick fried Drake on National Honesty Day. You think Kendrick knew it was National Honesty Day?
Well, if that's the case, I can say today is the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month. And this it was a psychological evaluation of Drake and his insecurities.
And his YNW Melly birthday.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it is. It's today. It's Melly birthday.
See? I hate y'all.
Hello?
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 Hey, what's your name?
Oh, shit. I didn't realize. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize. I didn't realize you guys picked up. I was sitting up here talking to my mama.
Tell your mama we said what's up.
Hold up.
Oh. DJ FB, Charlamagne, the guy that Jess Hilarious said, what's up?
He got young mama.
Hey, chill out.
How old your mama is?
Oh, God.
Mind your business.
You know Charlamagne like him older.
No, I don't. I like your wife.
Yeah, she in that age frame too. Anyway, I think Kendrick got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you think that?
Because Drake hit back with that. He hit back with that weak AI joint. So Kendrick Lamar got to fight his Riot and Skynet. That don't make no sense. And people saying he up.
Okay.
I just think Kendrick was more disrespectful than his other stuff. Nah, I like Kendrick.
Well, Drake Drake is about to go to hell.
Yes.
Because I think people forget at the end of Push Up, Drake says, I was trying to keep it PG, and then that cuts off. So he really about to go to hell.
He about to go to hell. I think he about to go to hell. I think it's about to get nasty. They're about to pull each other's spouses into it. I think it's about to get disgusting.
Kendrick went low, but Drake about to go to hell.
Yeah, I think he about to go to hell too.
But even so, I don't even think Kendrick went low. I think Kendrick just went a little bit more deeper.
You talk about your father and stuff. I think that's a little low.
I think that's just challenging him on, that was challenging Drake's fatherhood and his parenting skills.
That's low.
Because Drake's father may not have been there for him the way he probably would have.
But that's still low. You talk about how I raise my kids and I don't do this and I don't do that. You calling me a bad
I think
dad.
anytime you bring in kids and family,
that's low. And especially if you're a good father and you stand on being a good father, that's low. That's low.
I'm not mad at it though. I think that anybody who is objective.
Oh,
who's this?
Hello?
This is Lamar. Yo, thank you for having me because this is the greatest moment of my life. Hip hop did it again. Oh my God. You guys got to understand, this is the greatest, because this is, to me, this is Nas and Jay-Z. This is Nelly and KRS-One.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
You had us at Nas and Jay-Z.
I had to.
You stop.
Like, I had to.
Stop.
Like, did he say Nelly and KRS-One?
Stop.
Did he really say
Stop.
that?
He did.
I had to.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I hung up on him. I'm sorry.
sorry.
Usually, I don't say I'm sorry, but I had to hang up on him.
I'm sorry to ruin the greatest day of your life, but
Yeah.
you lost us.
Yeah, you lost us.
Okay, Nas and Jay-Z.
He was good.
I'm with you.
He was there.
Could've just left it there. But Nelly and KRS-One, LL and Cannabis? No.
He taking it back. Yeah.
I don't even know what he was trying to say. Like,
Maybe this is the closest thing to him that we gonna get. I mean, that we gonna get to in these days.
Yeah. I mean, it is Nas and Jay-Z because this is the two best of their generation.
Yeah.
Correct, it is.
These are the two best of their generation. Say whatever you want. You can talk about Future. You can talk about J. Cole. These are the top of the top tier of our generation.
But I'm not
of their generation.
I'm not gonna front. I love you for it. I think how Kendrick dissected it was dope. I love push-ups. I love the start. But I do love the fact that these brothers are competitive again, right? I think it was to a point where everybody was too friendly.
Right.
And it was making music not as great as it was. But now when I'm still starting, the competitiveness is back in hip hop, and I love that.
And that's what the caller was saying.
Yeah.
But he ain't had to say that with Nelly and KRS-One and LL and Cannabis though.
Like I said, this isn't just raps. Kendrick did a psychological evaluation on what he believes to be Drake's insecurities, and I feel like when you are, a healed individual, you can see a lot of the insecurities and a lot of these grown-ass boys. And that's essentially what he's telling Drake. You need to grow up. You haven't grown up yet.
But if Drake does go deep, right, and he does a record where he goes deep, will people respect it the same?
Hell yeah.
You think so?
Yes, if it's dope.
When Drake came out, he was deep like that. I mean, Drake has that ability to do that. Yep. It's not like he can't. He just chooses to give people what they want.
I prefer the chopper flying.
What Jess said is 100% true. 100% true. He can cook up these gourmet meals if you want to.
Yeah.
He's choosing to give them more of the junk food.
All right, well, what's the moral of the story? Do we have a moral?
I don't think it's a moral.
We can't really call it right now.
Nope. It's good. It's good for the game.
Well, yesterday he was performing with Nicki Minaj out in Toronto.
He was.
And he said...
and on his way off the stage, he said, all right, y'all, I got to go. Y'all know what I got to do.
Well, go do it, damn it.
Yeah, that's what he said, so...
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, I love it. All right, when we come back, we got Jess with the Mess. What we talking about?
Yeah, people's reacting to Euphoria.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.